Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Scarlane here bringing you another Neverwinter video. In today's video, we are going to be doing the Mod 15 workshop tutorial and the guide. Today we're going to be looking at how to level up your workshop from the beginner level 1 all the way to the current end, which is level 4. Now this video may get a little long, so I'm probably going to put timestamps in between the level upgrades. And I'm also going to approach this video as if you're a veteran player with a lot of assets, a mid-range player with maybe some assets but you're still going to have to grind out some stuff, or if you're also a brand new player to the game who is just starting the game in Module 15, you're going to have to do a lot of grinding. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. To begin the quest line for your workshop, you want to make sure you are in Protector's Enclave, and you want to navigate over to Sergeant Knox. You're going to be looking for the quest line called Workshop Opportunity. Go ahead and click it, and this will start your quest line for your own personal workshop. Now, if we very quickly just go ahead and look at the map, the workshop is right down here in Protector's Enclave, guys. So we're going to run down there. There's going to be a cutscene. To save time on the video, we're just going to skip through the cutscene and get the video going here. Alright guys, and once you get through that initial cutscene, there is going to be a tutorial within the workshop that shows you around the workshop. The first thing on the list, of course, is you have to pick your retainer. So just think of this guy as the manager of your workshop, you of course being the boss, and you're placing him to manage your workshop while you're away. So go ahead and pick whoever you want. It doesn't matter which one you want. I always like the bald guy because I'm bald. His name is Forum or Foreskin or whatever this guy's name is. So once you go ahead and pick who you want, go ahead and continue the quest line. Now, like I said, there will be a tutorial here to continue down. Basically, just go ahead and follow the tutorial and we'll cut to the next part. Now, this is an important stage of your workshop. Once you get to this point, which is remotely quick after talking to your retainer for the first time, you do have to pick which profession you want to start with. Now, if you're a veteran player and you came over from Mod 14 into Mod 15 and you had all your professions maxed out at level 25, they will automatically transfer to the new max level, which is level 70. So you shouldn't have to worry about this if you're a seasoned or veteran player that has done professions in the past. Now, if you're a mid-level player and you have some of your professions done and not all of them were max in the old Mod 14, I would encourage you to pick maybe the one that you did have the highest rank on currently, and then that way it will increase your level to the highest of what it is, and that way it won't take you as long to maximize that single profession. Now, if you're a brand new player to the game, I would highly recommend doing alchemy first. And there is a reason behind this, of course. You're going to need alchemy to make the items to level up your workshop from level 1 to 2, and then 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. So alchemy is very important. You might as well get a head start on alchemy, and you might as well just choose that as your beginning profession. Now, anyone else that is also mid-level, you can choose jewel crafting if you so choose. That's very up to you. Jewel crafting is going to be used for making the new armor reinforcement kits, so that's also another option. Alright guys, and if you've made it up to this far in the in-game tutorial, they would have shown you how to hire artisans from the application process. They would have shown you how to make basic items, as well as gathering basic items and then claiming them from your box. Now, if you do get up to this point, if you're a veteran player, you'll be able to instantly get this quest. This is the quest line to start to upgrade your workshop from rank 1 to rank 2. Now, as a new player to the game, you're not going to have this right away. There are certain requirements. The first requirement being that you have to get at least one profession to level 20. So if you're a new player, simply do that. Try to level, for instance, if you did take my advice and you picked alchemy, you're going to go ahead and level your alchemy to level 20. Once you get level 20, this quest then will become available to you. So let's go ahead and accept this quest. And the retainer is going to send you outside to talk to the material supplier. And once you zone back out to Protector's Enclave, it is right in the center of the market area where the material supplier is. You're going to go ahead and talk.
So you're the one. The retainer's all right. The supplies.
And he is basically asking you for a high quality goods.
I'll even cut you a deal. Oh, yes.
And this is the list of items that you will need. Now keep in mind, you don't need all of these items, guys. You only need one of these items. So you have the Natron +1. You either need 10 of those. An iron ingot, you need 3 of those. A brass ingot, 3 of those. Ash lumber, 3 of those. Deer leather, 3 of those. Linen yarn, 3 of those. Linseed oil, 3 of those. So keep that list in mind depending on what profession you chose, and then I'll meet you guys back in the workshop. And here we are back in the workshop. Now, if you didn't write those items down or you didn't remember them, you can simply talk to your retainer while you're in your workshop and he will show you the list again. So for instance, I chose jewel crafting. Now, depending on what you chose as your profession, you'll have to pay attention. For instance, I suggested alchemy for you guys. Well, you would need to make the linseed oil, and you would need 3 of those of the +1 high quality item. Now for me, for instance, like I said, I'm doing jewel crafting, so we're going to need 3 brass ingots. So let's go over here to the workstation. Here is the brass ingot. So to make 1 brass ingot, I need 2 copper ore, 1 zinc ore. Now I don't have any zinc ore on me, but we can go ahead and summon the professions vendor right to us.
Do you need supplies?
And you can simply buy what you need. Now, I'm only going to buy 3 zinc ore because I'm not going to fell. However, depending on the level of the artisan you have, you're probably going to fell. So, pay attention to the focus level, and if it is high enough level, you're not going to fell. So let's go ahead and buy 3 of those, and I will kind of explain that a little more. There will be an entire separate video just on the new artisans, but just as a rundown right now. So we're looking at this screen again. I need 3 brass ingots +1. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this system, the focus is what we're looking at. I have a 95% ratio that every time I make a brass ingot, it's going to be a +1 version. Now that, of course, is because my artisan is already level 70. If you're a fresh new player to the game, your artisan is probably going to be about level 20 by now. So there is still a chance that you can fell at making the +1 items. So we're going to go ahead and make 3 of these. And as you can see, it is a brass ingot +1. We'll make another one. It's another +1. And then finally, we will make the third one, which is a +1. So that is all 3 of them. Now, your only other option and your shortcut, obviously, is you can buy these from other players. So if we go and look Just make sure I made 3 of them, I'm sorry. So if we go ahead and look in the auction house, currently on Xbox, brass ingots are there, but you want to make sure that you're looking for the +1 versions. So here you go. They're currently actually pretty cheap. So if you don't even want the hassle of trying to make them and felling, and if you're a brand new player and you actually have some Astral Diamonds, you can buy all 3 of the ones you need for 11,000 AD. Now, if you have multiple characters, keep in mind that you can make multiple amounts of these on your high-level character, and then go ahead and transfer them to each and every individual alternate character that you have. That way you're just saving yourself a lot of time. So we're going to go ahead and turn these in, and we'll see you guys out there. Alright, and after you've gone out into Protector's Enclave and turned your materials in, you'll simply come back into your workshop and there'll be a gentleman standing here at your door. So go ahead and talk to him. He's going to give you the workshop supplies.
I'll even help with the cleaning. After all the business this old shop has given me, I can't stand to see her like this.
And you simply should just go over to your master's desk. Scroll down to the upgrade workshop to level 2. There will be a little cutscene. Do a little cleanup. All the cobwebs are done. They're gone. Doing a little cleanup now. Your workshop gets a little fancy. And you now have a level 2 workshop. So from going to level 1, going to level 2, it's not that hard. Going from 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, that's where the fun begins. Now, of course, with every upgrade, you will gain an additional row. So we currently have 3 rows now. We are workshop level 2. And moving right along, guys. So now we're going to be discussing how to get your workshop from rank 2 to level 3. Now, if you're a veteran player, again, and you transferred over and all your stuff is maxed out already, once you get up to this point of the game, this gentleman, NPC standing behind me, will automatically show up in your workshop. However, if you're a middle-tiered or brand new player in Mod 15, the next requirement that you have to do is to get one of your professions to level 60 now. So remember, you had to be level 20 in one profession to go from 1 to 2, and now you have to be level 60 in one profession to go from 2 to 3. Now naturally you would work on your same profession. If you're a brand new player, like I said, I would encourage you to work on alchemy. So go ahead, if you're a brand new player, level up your alchemy to level 60, and then this gentleman will show up in your workshop. So let's go ahead and talk to him. Inquire about making further upgrades to the workshop. Go ahead and accept this.
Excellent timing. I was just saying what a superlative job you've done cleaning up the place. I could scarce recall what the... Indeed. You seem to have a knack for this. Oh, that's the kind of ambition I like to see. More storage space for... I do, in fact. You're free, of course, to sell your goods to whomsoever you please. And when it comes time to...
And once you've gone through his story, if you so chose to read it or just spam through the buttons, this is where we are going to be introduced to Lady Begum. And she's the owner or operator of the Seacoast Trading Company, and she is also in Protector's Enclave. So I'll see you guys out there. Alright guys, and when you initially approach Lady Bubblegum over here for the very first time, there will be a cutscene. So let's go ahead and talk to her.
Perhaps you could not stand... Oh, you must be the adventurer he spoke of. You mean you don't? She was looking for word. You are you? One of you take the note.
Now, a list will be given to you on the commissions that she accepts to give you credits. So the South Sea Trading Company credits is what you will be looking for. Now, these items change every day. There's one specific item that you will be looking for. So scroll through her entire inventory and cross your fingers that the item will be there. And lucky for us, the item is there. We're going to be looking at the beeswax. Now, if you're a brand new player, beeswax +1 will give you a little more, but for purposes of the video, we are going to mainly be focusing on beeswax. Now, this of course is where the true fun and true grinding begins, especially if you're a brand new player to the game. So I'll meet you guys back in the workshop, and we're going to get to work on this. Alright guys, and here we are back in the workshop. Now, I did fail to mention that you will have to turn in one item to trigger the quest line before you start it. So if you do turn in one beeswax just to get the initial credits to jumpstart the quest line, please remember to do that. And then once you do that, you'll re-enter your workshop. Go ahead and finish the quest. Let's go down and talk to your retainer. And go ahead and follow the quest line up until you get to the next point. Alright guys, and we are back in the workshop. After you do that mini quest line about running around Protector's Enclave and talking to the material vendor and then the bank vendor and then going to the sage shop, you'll finally be directed to come back into the workshop. Now, I apologize, I did forget about this requirement, but you do need to have 10 hired artisans to continue your quest line. Now, there are a few different ways to get artisans in the game, 4 total. You can either buy them with Zen, you can either wait until the applications come in, you can exchange your old credits for new artisans, or you can also use your legacy points to get free ones. Now, I was making another video on artisans, but for purposes of us getting this video complete, we are going to have to do this. Alright guys, and you can see on the screen now we are 7 out of 10. Like I said, I just went and used the Redeem Legacy Profession slots, which will be more explained in a video down the road. So let's go ahead and finish opening these so we can get to the 10. I got 2 blue and I need to open 1 epic. So we'll go ahead and pop these real quick. And then we do need 1 epic. Then let's go back into our retainer.
I may not have seemed grateful.
Just go ahead and continue the quest line.
Adventurer, I've just been looking over some of your artisans' most recent work. Good. I wanted to congratulate you on your remarkable but you would be wondering about the oil. Nox is the severe.
Now this is part of the quest where you do have to make another +1 or high quality item. So take note of the list and see what you have to make. Alright guys, and once you make that item, depending on what profession you chose, for instance, I'm sticking with jewel craft, I had to make the aquamarine ring high quality +1. So once you do that, go ahead and turn it into your retainer. And then you're going to have to go and deliver this to Sergeant Knox. Alright guys, and when you go and deliver the goods to Sergeant Knox, you'll be back in your workshop again. Go ahead and talk to this gentleman to complete the quest. You'll be rewarded with the workshop sending stone.
Thank you for indulging my request. Before I take my leave, I have something for you as well. A sending stone.
Which I don't think this works right now, honestly. The description says it allows the bearer to place profession orders remotely. I'm not sure if this works yet or not, but that's not the purposes of the video. So let's continue. Let's talk to your retainer again. And finally, we're going to be on that quest for unlocking rank 3. So this is going from rank 2 to rank 3. Go ahead and accept the quest. And now finally, you'll notice on the right hand of your screen, it will tell you how much South Sea Trading Company credits you need. Alright guys, and like I said, this is the fun part. This is the grind part, especially if you're a brand new player. Now, if you are a veteran player and you were well prepared and you transferred items from mod 14 into mod 15, then this is where you're going to be exchanging those old items for new material credits. Now, get a pen and paper if you need, or just simply take notes. You need 89,000 material credits to buy 2,222 beeswax to get you to rank 3. Let me repeat one more time. 89,000 material credits to purchase 2,222 beeswax. And then, of course, you will trade that beeswax into Lady Bubblegum, and you will have your rank 3. So let's go ahead and look at that. You'll go into your retainer. I want to exchange old profession items, exchange old materials, and depending on how prepared you were, how much stuff you brought with you, it's gonna, depend on you as a player. If you didn't bring enough, then you're either going to have to exchange these and then make the rest as if you were a new player. So for instance, we're going to scroll down in my very, very, very long list of items here, and we're looking for the adamant ore, which goes for 8 credits, or if you want to call them tickets. So we'll simply sell, and you can sell 999 at a time, which is almost 8,000 credits. So we'll go ahead and sell that. And then I'm going to sell the rest of my stock. Once I do that, I'll be back. And I've now just sold my stock, so you want to go back into the retainer now, exchange old profession items, and instead of exchanging old materials, obviously we want to buy new materials. Now you can see at the very bottom of my screen, I only exchanged as much as I needed for right now for purposes of the video. Remember, I said that you need 89,000 material credits. So now we need to scroll all the way down here and find the beeswax and purchase 2,222. So scroll all the way down. I believe it's pretty close to the bottom. And here it is. So one beeswax is costing you 40 material credits or material tickets, whatever you would like to call them. Now, lucky for us, you can buy these in complete stacks. So we need 2,000 and 222. So here is 100. And then, of course, 200. And you guys get the point. So let me finish this real quick and we'll be right back. Alright guys, and just to verify and visually show you, I did buy a little more than what I needed, but I can always just sell those on the open market. So here's a stack of 999, here's another stack of 999, and here's a stack of 279. So keep in mind, we only need 2,222, and we have a little bit over that. So now you want to take these out to Lady Bubblegum, and I'll meet you guys out there. Alrighty guys, and here we finally are. We're back out at Protector's Enclave. We're standing next to good old Lady Bubblegum over here. Now this part of the video, pay very close attention to because this is very, very important. So you'll click on her and you'll have two options available. You'll have fill commissions or I'd like to deposit funds into Lord Monteworth's account. Now you want to click fill commissions, but I will go in depth on what the second option actually is. So if we click this and then make a deposit, you're going to be presented with two different options. Direct Astral Diamonds or material credits. Now please, for the love of everything holy, do not make the same mistake that Pimp Juice did. Pimp Juice spent all of his material credits on ranking his workshop to level 3 and level 4. Now you can see here that 2 tickets or 2 material credits equals 1 South Sea Trading Company credit. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. Now that would mean that it would be a total of 11 million material credits if you did this. That is literally 8 times the amount that you should be using. Like I said, let me repeat myself. Do not be Pimp Juice. Do not be Little Timmy and use this option. It's only costing you 89,000 material credits to buy the beeswax that you need to turn in. So do you want to, compare 89,000 to 1 million? You can do the math. Which one are you going to do? Now at the same time, you have the other option of strictly buying it with Astral Diamonds. If you're a veteran player, you have a lot of AD, you don't want the hassle of exchanging your old materials to the new materials and then transferring them to Lady Bubblegum. That's completely up to you. If you have 500,000 AD that you just want to blow on this and be done with it to get to rank 3, that's completely up to you. I can't tell you not to do that, but it is silly to do that. The only people that would use this option are the people that weren't prepared and didn't bring enough of the old materials over with them from mod 14 into mod 15. However, if you were prepared, I would highly advise you staying away from both of these options. So let's go ahead, back out, go back into her. Like I said, you want the first choice of fill commissions. Now again, we have the beeswax right here, and fortunately for us, you can donate it all at once. So go ahead and sell this stack right here. Go ahead and sell your other stack right here. And then you need 222, I believe, should be the exact number. Okay, we're one short, so I guess you need maybe one more little guy there, right? Okay, maybe two more little guys. Sorry, math is hard, guys. There we go. We now just hit 500,000 South Sea Trading Company credits, and we actually have a little left over because I bought excess amount. Now, you'll be able to return to your workshop and go ahead and finish that quest line. And once again, here we are back in our lovely workshop. The gentleman will be standing right at your door. Go ahead, complete your quest. He will give you the upgrade supplies. Go over to your work desk and go ahead and upgrade your workshop to level 3. Again, there will be another little cutscene. Your workshop gets a little more sexier. Ooh, look at that chandelier. Ooh, baby. And of course, once you have level 3, you will gain another row in your container for a total of 4 rows now. Now, again, this is if you were a veteran or mid-level player and you brought material credits over, or you brought old materials over and you traded them into the new material. That is the easy way. Now, of course, if you do not have that luxury or you did not bring enough with you, you can always look on the open market. These are going very expensive right now. 100 beeswax on Xbox is going for about 100K. So keep in mind, you need a total of 2,222 total, give or take a few. So it might be 2,225. And 100 is going for 100K. So basically you're looking at 2.2 million AD if you were to buy the beeswax at current price. Now again, there is one more third option, and that is if you're a brand new player to the game, you simply have to make it. Alright guys, remember in the video I said a few times how grindy and oh so fun this is? Well, unfortunately, if you're a new player just coming into Mod 15, you weren't able to transfer anything from Mod 14 over because you're a brand new player, or you're a mid-tier player and you just didn't have the assets to bring with you from Mod 14. You can't afford them on the auction house, unfortunately. The only other option to do is you have to make these yourself. Now, to make beeswax, you need an item called beehive chip. Now, for every beeswax, you need 3 chips. So that is a grand total of 6,670 beehive chips that you need. Now, yes, that is a very large number. This is going to take you a significant amount of time to farm this. Now you're asking, where do I get the beehive chips? Simply go over to your dispatch board, which is your gathering profession. Go down to the level 31 to 40 bracket, and the beehive chips are listed right here at level 37. So you have to be gathering level 37 to even access this quest, which shouldn't be a problem if you're this far into your workshop. Now, you will get 12 beehive chips per transaction, per gathering. However, like I said, you need a grand total of 6,670 of these. So yes, you can pick up your jaw. I know you're in shock. I know it's a very large number. Now again, you can buy the beehive chips off the auction house if there is any available. Let's take a look on Xbox just to see. And the prices are outrageous, guys. You're just better farming these yourself and taking however many weeks, months, however long it takes you to get to this point in the game. It's going to be more beneficial to yourself to farm these then buy them. Now, granted, the prices will dramatically go down over periods of time, so you might be able to split the payload and only have to buy 3,000 and only accumulate 3,000. Only time will tell on current AH prices. So let's go ahead and navigate over to alchemy. Now, this is why I said it was so important if you were a new player and you wanted to pick alchemy as your first starting profession. This way you should have your profession already leveled up, and beeswax is listed under alchemy. Now, like I said, it takes 3 beehive chips to make 1 beeswax, thus leading you, again, you need 6,670 chips to make 2,222 beeswax. Hopefully everyone followed that. If you have any questions with that, be sure to, leave me a comment below. Alright guys, we're finally making the final push. We're going for rank 4 workshop. We're going from rank 3 to rank 4. I know this video has been long. It is a full and complete tutorial on how to do this. I really hope you stuck with me for the entirety of the video. So let's go ahead and make this final push. Now, I do want to note that there honestly is no reason to get a rank 4 workshop currently other than wanting a bigger container. If you want a maximum container, if you're a master worker, then you're probably going to want rank 4 just to get as much space as you can. If you do mastercraft, that's completely up to you. The only other reason is if you go to your work desk, having a rank 4 workshop will make you eligible for epic artisans to apply. Now, no one really knows the ratio or how rare the epics will apply, but they can. So there's only 2 real reasons to go for the rank 4 workshop. 1 is if you want free epic artisans, or 2 if you're a master crafter and you want the additional space. The normal everyday Joe, I would highly recommend you just stop at rank 3 for now and gradually work toward rank 4, because it's going to get very, very expensive from here on out. So there is one more requirement for when you are ready to go from rank 3 to rank 4. That, of course, is you have to finally max out that profession at level 70. So the requirement for rank 2 was you had to get your profession to level 20. For rank 3, you had to get it to level 60. And then finally, if you want to go for the rank 4 workshop, you have to level your profession to level 70. And then, of course, there is some more mini quests in between. So let's go ahead and start the quest line here. This gentleman wants us to go to Lady Bubblegum again, so we will go do that. And to save the rest of the time on this video, guys, I may skip around a little bit. So as far as tutorial purposes go, just follow the quest line at this point. Do what they tell you to do until I come back in with the video. Alright guys, and after continuing the quest line, running around Protector's Enclave, talking to numerous people, and all just the many little quests, once you find yourself back in your workshop finally, you'll talk to your retainer, and you will have the grand upgrade available to you, which is rank 4. So go ahead and accept it. And now you'll notice on the right hand side, you now need 5 million of the South Sea Trading Company credits. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the final push. So we're looking at 5 million South Sea Trading Company credits. Now there are 2 items that you can purchase, and they are going to be the black ink or the myrrh. Now if you're a veteran player, it doesn't matter which one you choose. Whatever one is in Lady Bubblegum's daily rotation is the one that you should go with. They both have the same values. Now, go ahead and go to your exchange guy. You want to exchange. You want to buy new. Now, I've already taken the liberty of getting the credits. So you need 2 million or 2.1 million material credits to go from rank 3 to rank 4, guys. You need a total of 6,667 myrrh or black ink. So it's up to you. For instance, for me, I need the black ink, which is all the way at the bottom, because that's what Lady Bubblegum has in her daily rotation. Remember, she changes her rotation every day, so you need to pay attention. So let's scroll down here. I think black ink is at the very bottom somewhere. So right here is the myrrh. You can see it's 300 credits each, or the black ink is 300 credits each. Either one of these will work. So I'll see you guys after I buy these. Remember, you need 6,667 total, which should cost you 2.1 million material credits. Alright, and I've purchased how many we need here. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 680, couple extra just in case. Now again, you can use the black ink or the myrrh. Now if you're a veteran player, again, if you transferred that many credits over, about 2.1 million material credits are needed to buy this amount of myrrh or black ink. Now, if you are a brand new player just coming into the game again, you're going to have to either buy these or farm them yourself. So black ink right now, you're looking at 1,000 is almost 600k. You do the math. Prices will eventually go down, so it's completely up to you. Now, the black ink, I would not recommend you actually farming. This is where I would choose the myrrh. The black ink takes 3 resources to make, guys. The myrrh is the same thing as the beeswax. So if we go up to our gathering board here and go down to level 61 to 70, and you're going to have to go down here to the myrrh branch. Now, remember, the beehive chips, you needed 3 chips to make 1 beeswax. It's the same ratio for the myrrh branch. You need 3 myrrh branches to make 1 myrrh. Now, you need a significant amount, obviously. The exact total, you need 20,007. 20,000, basically. 20,000 myrrh branches will equal 6,667 myrrh. So you can imagine the amount of time, if you're a brand new player, how long this is actually going to take you to farm. Now, again, the same process. We can go and look. Again, this is why I told you alchemy was probably your best bet as leveling your first profession. If we go down, well, I believe it's in 61 to 70. Yes. The black ink is right here as well as the myrrh. Now, this is why I'm telling you the myrrh is easier, is it's a 3-to-1 ratio. If you look at the requirements to the black ink, you're going to need 3 items. You need iron sand, linseed oil, and fish glue. I mean, if you want to use 3 items to make the 1 instead of the 1 item into 1, that's completely up to you. Obviously, the 3 myrrh branches to make 1 myrrh seems a lot easier than hunting down iron sand, linseed oil, and fish glue to make the same amount of black ink. So once again, if you're a brand new player or if you're a mid-tier player and you didn't bring enough material credits with you from mod 14 going into mod 15, you're going to need 20,000 myrrh branches to turn into 6,667 myrrh, and that is to rank up your workshop from level 3 to level 4. So we have our black ink. We're going to go get ready to turn this into Lady Bubblegum and finally wrap this up. Alright guys, we're back in Protector's Enclave, hopefully for the final time. Let's talk to Lady Begum, aka Lady Bubblegum.
Looking to sell?
Remember, the first option, fill commissions. And then you're going to go ahead and turn all 6,667 in. And there you go. That is 5 million credits. Go ahead and return to the workshop, and we should be about done. Alright, back in your workshop, you'll talk to an NPC here, and then there will be a cutscene, and then Lady Bubblegum comes and visits. Look at this hot, sexy woman right here. So let's go ahead and talk to her, and there it is, guys. There is the rank 4. We have another cutscene. And then go ahead to your desk. Upgrade workshop to level 4. One more cutscene to make the workshop look nice and pretty. Got some nice pictures on the wall now. And there it is, guys. You're officially done so far. Now, whether or not they increase the workshop further down the road, who knows? But you have now gone through the complete tutorial and guide of going from workshop level 1 all the way to workshop level 4. You should now have a full container. And then the biggest benefit to this is you will have epic artisans apply to your workshop. Like I said, we don't know the exact RNG or how rare they actually are, but it can happen. So